Good evening and welcome. This is a live program and the run-up to the general elections has begun. I was speaking to someone earlier today. Yashwant Deshmukh with me on the program is the editor-in-chief of See Voter. And today we will tell you that if elections were to be held as of today, as of this minute, as of this day, as of this political season, how many seats will which party and which political front get? And Yashwant, I was just speaking to someone today who said, I saw the Prime Minister delivering a speech in Orissa. We were talking about what he was saying and the crowd responses, and someone just reminded us then that 10 weeks from now, just 10 weeks from now or so, we will have the code of conduct in place.
Exactly.
So we are very well truly there in general election campaigning season, aren't we?
Absolutely, absolutely on the dot. And the idea of doing this tracker is starting it for almost 6 months prior to what this, everybody got a sense of it, you know, having a heads up, having the first mover advantage of going ahead 6 months into advance, tracking into each and every minutest of the details. And look at the beauty of it. I mean, sometimes I feel by the time we are calculating the things, Arnab, look at the news breaks today. Look at
I think it was. I was looking at the news breaks today and I said to myself, thank you, Mr. Shiv Sena. It seems you're timing exactly what you're doing with the national approval.
And till this morning, ladies and gentlemen, till this morning in my team, we were like, should we go ahead and take Shiv Sena into the BJP alliance or not? And we were like, no, because they have said, and it doesn't seem like, because in our, in the program of in Summit, Republic Summit, we had Devendra Fadnavis, we had Nitin Gadkari, giving all sort of reconciliatory gestures and everything positive for Shiv Sena.
And essentially they were saying that we are in conversation.
Exactly.
And we said, who's in conversation? Then they're saying those in conversation are supposed to be in conversation. Mr. Amit Shah also made that comment.
Exactly. And today when we were making the graphics and all of a sudden Uddhav Thackeray's live feed came in and we said, thank God for that, because otherwise our calculations
would
have
been wrong. You know? I just still don't think, you saw what happened with Paswan last week. Seems like he was going away. We almost made an announcement at the press conference that, Chirag Paswan is going to come with us, and then boom, the meeting happens.
Exactly.
And the last minute negotiation happens, and it's just Lalu and the Congress together. There's no bid Mahagathbandhan there.
It's one-upmanship, but we cross the bridge, Arnab, when we
come to it.
Absolutely.
So we cannot predict something before it happens.
Absolutely.
We cannot even predict. If you saw the body language of KCR meeting Mayawati today, I got a sense that both of them position themselves as possible prime ministers, saying that if we have more than 20, 25 seats, why can't we have a shot at it?
Precisely. And that news break, actually, all of us, I immediately called up Niranjan, our colleague Niranjan. I said, this federal front thing is coming up. Why don't we have a graphics putting up the numbers of all these great people who are neither dependent on Congress nor on the BJP? Who are on their own and who are in a position to win really strong. So we are going to keep a track on this potential federal front numbers as well. Because it is very unique enough. Something special is happening. Because we are looking at a range of leaders who on their own are likely to win a substantial number of seats. And keeping
the body language in this one is different, because it's unlike where Farooq and Chandrababu Naidu or Stalin are all positioning Rahul Gandhi as a potential prime minister. Here's a meeting between two prime ministerial hopefuls themselves.
This federal front is altogether a different animal.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. Because they are people who think
they have a shot at it.
We have a shot at it. Mamta might be saying to KCR, you know what? Good luck. I believe you and me have an equal potential shot of becoming the Prime Minister.
Okay, and we have a shot this evening of giving the numbers. And before we give the numbers out, what we'll do is we'll refresh the memory of our viewers as to what happened at the end of the last national approval ratings, NDA, UPA and others. But before that, I think the mandatory disclosures on what your projections are based on. Why don't you tell our viewers about it? We'll run the graphics on air and then we go state by state.
And we have told the viewers that it is not a one-day exercise, 1 month exercise. The See Voter tracker is on the track for the last 10 years every day.
That's huge.
It's huge. Because the cumulative exercise, the insights, Aarti, that it gives to you.
It's the single biggest tracking poll in the world, I think.
So the wonderful thing is, Arnab, that every day we are talking to about 1,000 to 2,000 people across India, cumulatively 30,000 to 40,000 samples every month. This is the huge
So
exercise
we are
that
saying
we're
here
taking.
that between November 1st and December 28th, we have close to about over 55 and under 60,000, about 58,000 respondents in this time period.
Absolutely. And this also has insight on the actual results of the 5 states that have gone to the poll, because in our exit poll exercise, we have not only asked whom did you vote today, we also asked whom would you have voted today if the Lok Sabha elections would have happened along with these rounds of assembly elections. And that data is now weighted to the actual results, seat by seat. So we have a very, very clear-cut Lok Sabha projections available fresh from these 5 assembly elections verdict.
This is cutting-edge election analysis. You know, the surveyed electorate, I wish to tell you, and you know, I really enjoyed this. I was a student of sociology. I love surveys. I love focus groups. I love questionnaires. I love all the boring things that statisticians bring. This is going back to college for me. I just love it. Let me tell you this. This is based on complete random probability. It cuts across all the demographic and geographic and clusters that we can bring. And I think what we are going to do today is that we'll go state by state, delivering, dissecting, analyzing the numbers on a fairly marathon coverage.
One important thing, Arnab, that when we say we are giving projections for 543 seats, that means we have interviewed respondents from each and every of those 543 Lok Sabha seats. This is not a pick and choose kind of a scenario.
The only pick and choose that we are doing this evening is that we're going with the biggest states down to the smallest states. It's not a question of the amount of importance, but we need to spend some time talking about UP, Maharashtra, where the complex political arithmetic has a more direct impact on the overall numbers in the Lok Sabha. So